What if you could replace 5 paid AI tools with one free app that runs entirely on your own computer? No subscriptions, no data leaks, no platform telling you what you can and cannot do with your own content. That is exactly what just dropped, and the AI business world has not caught up yet. Let me show you what this is, how it works, and why the smartest AI creators are already paying attention. Here is the problem most AI businesses are quietly dealing with right now. You are duct taping 5 or 6 different tools together just to run your content operation. One tool for research, one for writing, one for email, one for scheduling, one for your community. And every single one of those has a monthly fee attached to it. Your entire workflow is fragile, expensive, and living on someone else's server. The moment any one of those platforms changes their pricing or goes down, your whole operation takes a hit. That is the exact gap that Odysseus fills. And the fact that PewDiePie, one of the most recognized creators on the planet, built this and released it for free tells you everything about where the open source AI space is heading right now. Hey, quick pause. If we have not met yet, I am the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of Goldie Agency. While Julian is out there working with clients, I am here keeping you up to date on every AI development worth knowing about. Julian personally reads every single comment, so drop yours below right now. So here is what we are covering today: what Odysseus actually is and how it is built, a full walkthrough of every major feature, real examples of how an AI content business can use each one, and the exact setup process so you can have this running today. Let us get into it. Odysseus is a self-hosted AI workspace. That means the app runs on your machine. Your documents, your notes, your conversations, your lead data, none of it touches an external server unless you choose it to. You connect your own AI brain, either a local model running entirely offline or a free cloud model through something like OpenRouter, and the whole thing is yours, free, forever. For anyone running an AI education business or a community platform, that private data angle is not just a nice feature, it is a competitive advantage. Your content strategy, your automation systems, your community insights, your newsletter data, all of that stays locked on your machine. Nobody is training on your workflows. Nobody is reading your prompts. Now let me walk you through what is inside this thing, because it is more packed than it looks. The first thing you notice when you open Odysseus is the chat interface. Clean, fast, works just like any AI chat tool you have used before. But this is where most people stop and they miss the real power sitting right underneath it. Switch over to agent mode. This is where Odysseus goes from a chat tool to a full business automation system. In agent mode, you give it a task and it executes. It does not just respond, it works. Here is a real example. AI Profit Boardroom publishes content across YouTube, newsletters, and community posts every single week. Keeping all of that consistent, timely, and on brand used to require either a big team or a founder grinding through it manually. With the agent mode, you could hand it a task and tell it to take this week's top 3 AI tool releases, write a YouTube video angle for each one, write a 2-paragraph newsletter intro for each one, and write one community post per tool designed to spark discussion, formatted separately with each section clearly labeled. That one task used to be a half day of work for a content team. Now it runs in minutes, and the output is already structured and ready to edit more content faster with less overhead. Now let me stop here for a second, because if you want the full playbook on using tools like Odysseus to automate your AI business, grow your community, and build content systems that scale, come join the AI Profit Boardroom. It is where serious people are using AI to grow their operations, get more done, and build something that actually compounds over time. Weekly coaching calls, full SOPs, and a community that moves fast. Link is in the comments and description. Now let us talk about the deep research feature, because this one is a game changer for content businesses specifically. Deep research in Odysseus is not a single search. It runs a multi-step research process, pulls from multiple sources, cross-references information, and delivers a structured output. Think of it like having a research analyst who reads everything so you do not have to. For an AI YouTube channel, the workflow looks like this. Every week, there are dozens of new AI tool releases, model updates, and industry shifts. Staying on top of all of it while also producing content is nearly impossible to do manually at scale. So instead of spending 3 hours on Monday morning catching up, you run one research task, telling it to find every major AI tool or model release from the past 7 days, describe what each one does in 2 sentences, identify who it is best suited for, and suggest one YouTube video angle for each that has not yet been widely covered by major channels. What comes back is a fully researched content calendar for the week. You know what to cover, why it matters, and how to position each video before you even open a script doc. That is your entire content research operation running on one task. The task scheduler is the feature that turns Odysseus from a tool into a system. You can schedule any task to run on a repeat cycle, daily, weekly, at a specific time, triggered by an event. Set it and it runs without you touching it. Here is how that plugs into a real AI business operation. Every morning at 6 a.m., Odysseus runs a scheduled task that checks the latest AI news across the web, pulls the top 3 stories, formats them into a short briefing doc, and sends it to your email. You wake up with a pre-researched briefing ready to turn into content before you have even started your day. Take that one step further. You could schedule a weekly task that monitors what topics are trending in the AI space, identifies the content gaps that nobody has covered yet, and flags the best video opportunity for that week. That is a competitive intelligence system running automatically with zero manual effort. Now let's talk about the memory system, because this is where the compounding value really starts to build. Odysseus stores memory across sessions. It learns context about your business, your audience, your brand voice, and your content strategy over time. Every task you run gets smarter because the app already understands the context it is working inside. For AI Profit Boardroom, that means you train it once on your community focus, your content pillars, your audience pain points, and your offer details. From that point forward, every research task, every content draft, every agent task it runs is already aligned to your business without you needing to re-explain yourself every single time. Before memory, every new AI session started cold. You pasted in context, re-explained your brand, and hoped the output landed close to what you needed. After memory, it already knows. That compounds across every single workflow you run. The email integration is where the lead generation angle gets really interesting. You connect your inbox to Odysseus, and it can triage, sort, and draft responses automatically. For a community business receiving a high volume of inbound messages every day, this changes the game completely. Instead of an inbox that feels like a second job, Odysseus sorts everything into categories, drafts replies to the most common questions, and surfaces the messages that actually need your attention. The people who are ready to join, ready to upgrade, or have a specific question that only you can answer. Your inbox goes from a time drain to an organized lead pipeline running on autopilot. The document writing editor ties everything together on the content production side. You have a full AI writing workspace built right into the app, so your team can take a raw research output and turn it into a full video script, a lead magnet PDF, a newsletter edition, and a community discussion post all inside the same tool. One research input becomes a full week of content output. That is how you scale a content operation without scaling the headcount behind it. The model comparison feature is worth mentioning too, because it is genuinely useful for anyone optimizing their AI workflow. You can run 2 different AI models on the exact same task side by side and compare the outputs. For an AI business, that matters because different models perform differently depending on the task. One might produce tighter YouTube hooks, another might write better long-form educational content. Knowing which model to use for which job means the quality of your output goes up across everything you produce. Now, the UI is not pretty. I want to be straight with you about that. It is a bit messy, there are pop-ups all over the place, and it has a retro feel that takes some getting used to. But it works. The agent runs, the research comes back fast, the scheduler fires on time, the foundation is solid, and because this is open source, it is going to improve quickly as the community builds on top of it. And if you want to build systems like this inside your own business, the AI Profit Boardroom is the place to do it. We go deep on AI automation, content systems, and community scaling with real coaching, real SOPs, and a full community of people building serious AI operations. Come check it out. Link is in the comments and description. And if you want to start free, the AI Success Lab has over 38,000 members already inside building with AI every day. You will get the full notes from this video, all the resources, and access to the whole community. See you there.